Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mutt's Morning Talk Show. We have a great show planned. Today we have Mooch, the curious calm cat, here. Good morning, Mooch.
Thanks. So excited to be here.
So, Mooch, to get us started today, why don't you tell us a little more about yourself?
Well, let's see. What is there to tell? I'm a black and white house cat. I live with Millie and Frank. My favorite pastimes are napping and playing with my pink shock. I also really love Schmilk. My best friend is Earl, a Russell Terrier who lives just down the street. We hang out all the time.
Really sounds like you've got it made, huh, Mooch? Thanks so much for sharing that with us.
Ah, shucks. What can I say?
Ha ha ha! Mooch, you are just too funny. So, as you already know, we actually invited you onto the show today to answer some questions about some of your comic strips.
Why, certainly. I think I could help you answer some of those questions.
Great! So, Mooch, most of your strips are very funny, lighthearted, and sweet. But every now and then, a more serious one will pop up unexpectedly.
Yes, that's right.
First of all, I was wondering if you intentionally placed the more serious ones after the funnier ones so abruptly.
Well, yes. You see, if I place these strips in this way, I catch people's attention. To go from funny to a more serious tone, the change catches people's attention, especially when it happens so abruptly, and it starts to make them think.
Mooch, you sly cat. Ha ha. There is one serious strip in particular, though, that I was hoping you could talk a little bit more about.
Yes, of course. Which one did you have in mind?
The strip from Everyday Mutts that deals with spaying and neutering your cats and dogs.
Ah, yes. I know the one you're referring to.
Okay, good. For the sake of our listeners, though, I'm going to give a quick description. This strip is made up of 3 frames. The first is of a girl holding up a picket sign that says, Spay Day USA. The second frame is of another girl holding up another picket sign that states, Spay and neuter your cats or dog. Finally, in the last frame, you, Mooch, are holding a picket sign that has the word NOW written in all caps and double underlined.
Hee hee. Yes, sir.
Now, Mooch, to be honest, I never would have guessed that you would be for spaying and neutering pets. I thought for sure you would have been against it. Can you tell us why you're for this?
I most definitely can. So, despite what people think, spaying and neutering pets is much better for both the owners and the pets. Pets that are spayed and neutered are better behaved, less likely to run away, and live longer and healthier lives.
Is that so?
Why, of course it is. Not only that, spaying and neutering your pet is good for the community.
How so?
Unwanted animals wander the streets and cause accidents and disrupt peaceful living. Spaying and neutering pets prevents unwanted litters from being released into the community. Plus, unwanted animals end up in shelters. If a pet has a litter that an owner does not intend to keep, the extra babies end up in the shelters, which are already full of animals in need of loving homes.
Wow, Mooch. It sounds like you're really passionate about this topic.
I'm passionate about any topics that concern animal rights and what's best for animals and their owners.
Mooch, it has been so great talking to you. You've been a wonderful guest on our show.
Thank you so much for having me. I've had such a wonderful time talking to you.
We will definitely have to have you come another time and discuss more with us about your strips. It sure has been interesting hearing what you have to say about spaying and neutering. You certainly do have a unique perspective about the topic.
Aw, shucks. You're making me blush.
Thanks again to all our listeners. I hope you all enjoyed the show this morning and Mooch's discussions and insights. We will see you again tomorrow morning as we discuss issues of whaling with Wando Whale from the Pacific Coast.